September 24th, 2016. Jamie's CITES report today. Opening ceremonies was led by a welcome speech by the President of South Africa, a last-minute decision, so lots of security, followed by speeches from the CITES Secretariat and others. At the end of the speeches was a wonderful musical play by locals with Lion King-styled props of animated birds, gazelle, and a rhino. They gave every attendee a bongo drum to play along. This is the biggest CITES in history with 3,000 attendees. We were about 10 rows from the stage at a table with our own mic and name sign. Spent the rest of the day meeting people and manning the booth. The booth is labeled as Born Free, so confusing to people that approach, as we constantly have to explain that there are multiple organizations working out of the booth. The only mention of Big Cat Rescue at the booth is our logo on the flyer we are distributing. Not much organization amongst the group members. Everyone is always very distracted, and it's hard to get straight answers out of people as to what meetings we should be at, what time, etc. Everyone is always late for everything. It was hard to man the booth, as you get a wide range of questions, some easy enough to answer, and some that are completely out of our league, and there is no training or info to read to get prepped. We answer the best we can, and I said I don't know a lot. We are going to run out of gifts for the attendees. With 3,000 guests and only about 700 brochures and lanyards and 500 or so tote bags, they are going quickly. Judy has been good at introducing us to people. This is Judy Mills, who wrote The Blood of the Tiger. Great book. You should buy it. We have been introduced to a lot of people. However, there are times I feel like we should have had more direction. For example, there was a huge event tonight that no one told us about. We were done for the day and went to the mall to pick up a few things. From an upper level, we saw some food trucks outside and decided to be brave in South Africa. We went down to where the food trucks were, and it turned out to be a welcome party thrown by the government of South Africa for all of the CITES attendees. There were 35 to 40 food trucks, dancers, bars, and arts and crafts. All the food and drinks were free. It was a massive event, and we accidentally found it. Shortly after arriving, we saw who seemed to pretend that she did not see us. We did not approach her, but rather mingled and talked to the people that we had met earlier in the day. Other things had happened. Met the one person sent from USDA. He only deals with plants, and didn't even know that USDA governs the collection of big cats in the U.S. Met Masha with IFAW, who was in charge of the project of releasing the tigers back into the wild. Someone who has a huge involvement with the phasing out of bear farms. I was approached by a forestry minister from Cambodia that wanted to know about how to reintroduce wild tigers in his country. Most other non-governmental organizations who heard about this said it was a terrible idea, as Cambodia has horrible poaching which has not been lessened in more than 5 years. I guess World Wildlife Fund has plans to reintroduce tigers there, but has little support from other organizations, as it seems to be a ploy to raise interest in donating to the project, but may not be sustainable unless major improvements are made legislatively as well as with on-the-ground enforcement. There are other countries that have much improved their infrastructure and more continuous land, such as Malaysia, but no one is interested in funding reintroduction there. We met the founder of Born Free and semi-founder of the Species Survival Network, but he didn't seem very interested in us. Also met several other people that thought our knowledge base would be useful to Laos should they accept assistance with auditing their current tiger population and phasing out the farms. Justin and I decided to basically take over our own schedules and double-check the daily list of meetings to make sure we do not miss important meetings and gatherings. We've also started to just leave the rest of the group behind, as it takes them forever to make a decision as to what they are doing. Jamie Veronica, Big Cat Rescue President. If you enjoyed these video blogs of my diary, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.